Hello and welcome. Thank you for taking this time out with me and jumping on this recording. And this, of course, is the 12-month Feminine Health and Wealth free series. And we are doing the month of October. Oh my goodness, we have just a little bit left, and we have gone through 12 months of themes that you have participated in, and I hope you're finding tremendous value. If you missed any months, make sure that you go back. We still have November and December coming up, which is going to be a lot of fun. And this month we are talking about energy and hormonal health. So very important. So if you are new to me, welcome. Thank you for taking this time to come and spend with me. My name is Isabelle. I am a certified naturopath and a master practitioner of neurolinguistic programming and timeline therapy, and a holistic life coach, which means that I support women in reclaiming their power, really rising up in their health, and really finding balance in the four sacred pillars of health and life, which means physical health, emotional health, spiritual health, and of course, mindset and mental health. And this month, right? We always start a little bit late because of January. We started mid-January, so we're always going about mid-month to mid-month. And before we get into the big of the subject, I just really wanted to say thank you to everyone that is participating on these themes and who is really stepping up in 2020. It has not been an easy year for a lot of you, and I am so deeply touched that you are sharing with me and that I am your go-to person for coaching and support and accountability and health. And I am so appreciative and so really proud of everyone that's investing in themselves and contributing to the bigger picture of bringing health and wellness and well-being to everyone around. So good on you, and thank you for always participating and wanting to make your life better. When you rise up, we all rise up. So that is a great thing to have and to participate in. So if you're following me, you know that a little while ago I had a workshop on how to elevate your core energy to live powerfully and with passion. And we touched on a lot of the things that we're going to touch on today regarding energy, because it is so important, right? There's a lot of things that come together to really support you and that you have access to quite easily. And definitely hormonal health is something to look into. And as a woman, as we age, we might feel like we don't have access to as much energy and well-being as we did when we were in the younger years. And that's like totally false, like not true. Yes, it is different. And yes, we need to access it maybe a little bit differently and tweak some stuff, but we definitely still have access to it, and we definitely still deserve to live 100% in our physical power and in our aligned energy and frequency to really feel like we're contributing and living our best life. And definitely having all that energy and having our hormonal system like working properly plays a huge part in having the motivation and having the clear mind and having the emotions that are calm and peaceful and joyful as well, and really knowing where and when and how we want to contribute. So let's dive in a little bit let's do some general stuff for hormonal health, and let's bring also a few specific details. So what I want from you, if you are participating in this, like usual, I want you to like the video, and I want you to leave me a comment on how you're doing, how you're participating. And of course, when you subscribe to my channel, a little bell's gonna come up. And if you hit that little bell, as soon as a new video is posted, you're going to have access to it. And through all that, I want you to let me know how you're doing. Now, if you don't want to post a comment and you don't want it to be public, although I do agree sharing, because other people might have the same concerns, and it really just supports other women. And we are a community, and we want to do that. We really want to support one another. And if you prefer, send me an email, let me know, or reach out to me some other way. Let me know how you're doing and how much you're investing in all these different themes and how good you are doing this year, even though all this kind of stuff is happening. All right, so let's jump in. Hormonal health, right, is... yes, it is a system. Yes, they are your glands. And yes, as we age, our ovaries kind of get out of center stage to let the adrenal glands take center stage and really supply us with what we need hormonally, right? But there are other things that we can do to really support our system, and there are specific things that we can do to support our adrenal glands. Without the adrenal glands, even when we are younger, we're going to feel the tiredness. We're going to feel the exhaustion. We're going to feel the anxiety. We're going to feel the negative emotions. Now, to step away from that, you really want to have hormonal health that is balanced in your body. And as you age and enter perimenopause or menopause or even postmenopause, you're going to want to pay attention to your entire hormonal system and specifically to your adrenal glands. If you have never heard of them, these adrenal glands, they sit right on top of your kidneys. So your kidneys in your back are about this high, right? Some people think they're really lower, but they're not. They're hidden behind your rib cage, and the adrenal glands sit on top of there. And if throughout your younger years there was a lot of stress, it doesn't have to be mental stress. It could have been physical stress. You could have been eating allergens or exposed to toxins, or didn't get enough sleep, or were a smoker, or drank too much alcohol, or had a very stressful life, or didn't sleep enough. Whatever those were, they definitely depleted the adrenal glands. And because the adrenal glands take the lead once the ovaries kind of step aside, it's really important to support them. Now, men, if you are watching these videos and you're like, okay, what do I do with all this? You have adrenal glands as well. So in your younger years, if you abused the adrenal glands and there was too much stress in your life, these things are going to apply. The supplements might be a bit different, of course, because these supplements are general and geared towards women. So yes, it is important to supplement. Most people have tired adrenal glands and some have depleted adrenal glands. And you're going to know. You know by always feeling tired. You're going to know by having no physical strength. You're going to know if you go to do something like with effort and you're like, ugh, I don't even want to try it. You're going to know if you have brain fog or trouble concentrating. If you're feeling emotional, up, down, all around. You're going to know as well anxiety out of the blue, trouble sleeping, sleeping patterns that keep changing. These are all signs of depleted adrenal glands, right? So If we want to go general, and this is your challenge for the month. Your challenge for the month will be doing these general things to empower your whole being and reinforce your adrenal glands and the specific things, whichever ones resonate with you. So we want to make October about building hormonal power and strength, okay? Now, general stuff, diet. Yeah, you can't get around it. So all depending what you're eating, yes, when you're eating and how you're combining, but that's a whole different topic, okay? So let's just focus on diet. And the diet, you want to eat fresh, wholesome foods. You want to stay away from things that are altered, chemically altered especially, things that are unnatural, things that have allergens in it, because they will attack the hormonal system right away. You also want to be mindful for anything that is hormonally added. For example, meats, right? There's a lot of hormones that are injected into meat. So if you're eating a lot of meat, that will definitely have an impact, yes, on your entire body, but I'm talking about the hormonal system because there's already so many hormones, synthetic ones, that are added in the meat. And if you are eating that meat so often, it will definitely have an impact. So please be mindful about what you are eating. You want to eat clean, you want to eat fresh, you want to eat wholesome. So read the ingredients if there are ingredients to read. A few added details. If you are in the menopause or postmenopause time, you might want to add things like soya milk. It needs to be organic. Any soy that is not organic is bad soy, right? And it has a lot of hormones in it. You want to make sure that you are eating something that supports you. I'm thinking also about flax seeds. Now, flax seeds will support the hormonal system wonderfully, but your flax seeds need to be grated down. If you're just having them soaked or full, it's not doing it for you. So you want to make sure that they're grated. They're like, they're all mashed. They'll be like a powder. So you can buy them whole and you can put them in a grinder. I use a coffee grinder for food instead of coffee, and you just grind them up and then you can put them in a sealed container and you can use them that way. You can still soak them if you want, or you can just sprinkle them on salads, and they're gluten-free. What a plus. And they are wonderful for your digestive tract as well, so that is a great plus. You can also add fermented foods that will also really help keep you healthy and strong, which will in turn help the hormonal system. Okay, so we want to pay attention to our diet and the foods that we eat. What else? Exercise. Yes, ladies, exercise. And when I'm talking exercise, I'm not talking about this elliptical machine at this speed, or, you know, picking up a weight and going, yeah. No, that won't do it for you. If you want your hormonal system to be positively affected by your exercise routine, it needs to be happening. It needs to be energetic. You need to be sweating. You need to be bringing it. You need to be working during your exercise routine. So if you're walking and you're just walking, that's okay. But it needs to be a brisk walk, and not just a kind of brisk walk. I mean, you're nearly doing the fast walk, right? And you want your arms swinging, and you want to make sure that it is getting your heart rate up. Only at that time, right, will it affect your hormonal system. But without a regular exercise routine, definitely you're going to feel it in your health and in your well-being. And of course, it's going to affect everything else that I just mentioned at the beginning of the recording. All right. What else? Mindset, right? We don't think that it would affect our physical bodies, but it does, and specifically our hormonal system. So if you have a positive mindset, you're going to have a positive outlook in life. You're going to be focused on the solution, not on the problem, right? It's okay to be aware of the problem because then you can bring in the solution. And my take on that is 20% problem, 80% solution. And once you're done with the problem, then you're 100% on the solution. All this really has a huge impact directly on your adrenals, right? And how you bring about the solution and how you express it and how you embody your entire person will have a humongous effect on your glands and the entire hormonal system. So it's really important to pay attention to your mindset. Now, what does mindset include? It includes your thoughts. It includes your words. What are you saying when you're saying it? Are you paying attention to what you're saying? It also includes what you're listening to, the people that you're listening to, because that will affect your mindset. Not just the people that you're listening to, but the things that you might watch on TV, or the music you may listen to, or the places that you go. If you go somewhere and it's packed full of negative energy and there's negative comments and all that, it's gonna seep into your mindset. And if it seeps into your mindset, it will seep into your body. And if it seeps into your body, it's gonna seep into your hormonal system and it will drain your adrenals. We don't want that. Good? Good. All right. Then we want to make sure that you have a nice spiritual practice. Now, we make the difference between spiritual and religious. A spiritual practice is anything that brings love and joy and peace and calm into your being. It could be taking a bath. It could be taking some you time. It could be walking in nature. It could be jogging. It could be writing poetry. It could be watching funny movies. It could be anything that connects you to energy outside outside of inside. I don't know if that's making sense. So your spiritual practice, for example, could be waking up and doing some energetic breaths to clear out the stale air from your lungs and your body. And then it could be taking a moment just to put your hands on your heart and fill your heart with gratitude for everything that you have in your life. And then it could be 1 minute just to set your intention for the day, how you want to live your day and what you want to accomplish and all the positivity that you want to share and share in. And it could be that. It could be meditating 3 times a day. It could be going, like I said, for a nature walk. So it is different for everyone. What's important is that you have a spiritual practice. And this practice allows you to bring peace and calmness and vision and high vibe into your being, to bring it right outside of your being and then to share it. As soon as your own personal frequency rises up, your mindset's going to be affected, right? Because the mindset affects the frequency and the frequency affects the mindset. It works this way and it also works this way, right? So if you are feeling calm and joyful and grateful, you're going to vibe that and you're going to send it out in the universe. And it will connect to whatever is out there in the universe with the same frequency. So the frequency of calmness, the frequency of joy, and the frequency of gratitude, the frequency of having. And it will throw it right back at you. So from outside of your person, you're going to get the same frequencies showing up, mirroring you what is happening inside. And that, of course, will have a huge impact on how you're feeling. So your emotional calmness is going to be affected, and your spiritual practice is just going to get stronger and stronger. And of course, it will have a huge impact on your hormonal health and your entire well-being, right? Is this making sense? And you also want to look at, and I just mentioned it, your emotional calmness. So your emotional calmness ties into your mindset, it ties into your spiritual practice, it ties into your physical well-being, and it ties into your higher energy, right? So really tapping into that, using your energy centers, right? Your chakras, connecting with them, and really aligning with your higher purpose to be able to live beautifully inside your person and with those around you. So the people that you love, right? Your spouse, your partner, your family, your kids, your extended family, your friends, your co-workers, even the people that you don't know, or your neighbors around you. When you are feeling better, you're going to emit that. It will be met at the same frequency. It will be given back to you, and it will make its way inside, really creating more health for your hormonal system. I know it might sound nuts, but it's 100% true. The quality of your life in your body affects the quality of your life around you, and the quality of your life around you has a huge impact on the quality of your internal life, and your hormonal system is part of that internal life. It is absolutely necessary. Now, when I work one-on-one with you, it's easy for us to really go through and comb through and find the exact thing that we need, supplement or food, or tweak your diet, or release trauma, or do whatever, use whatever tool or technique that we need to rid yourself of what is causing the physical or emotional or mental ailment, and replace it with something that is so much more empowering. When you are doing group coaching or do-it-yourself programs, you want to make sure that you keep yourself accountable and that you move forward. So these next things that I'm going to be talking to you about are specific to women, are specific to hormonal health for women, and they are general for women. That means that you want to make sure that before taking any specific supplements, that you are aware of your health needs, right? So like I said, in a one-on-one practice, we always do a full health assessment. And if you're already a client and you're coming on for some more one-on-one coaching, we always do a quick overview of your health assessment to make sure we know where you're at. And if there is a supplement that is not good for you, then of course we don't go that route. So just keep that in mind. Now, to support the adrenals themselves, we want to go with adaptogens that will kind of do a whole bunch of stuff at the same time, right? They will support you on several different levels within your hormonal system. So adaptogens like I'm thinking of Siberian ginseng or ashwagandha. These are really, really great. You want to make sure that when you're taking any supplements that bring in energy, you don't take this in the mid-afternoon or late afternoon or evening, because that will have an effect on your sleep. Oh, by the way, sleep. I forgot to talk about that one. Yes. So general, just make sure you have a good sleep routine. It is essential to keep the adrenals and all the other glands healthy and gives you lots of energy. You already knew that, right? All right, back to our supplements. So I'm also thinking of black cohosh and faux tea, right? That is also a very powerful one. Dung quai, one of my favorites. This one really creates balance and brings in energy. And wild yams, although not my favorite, they are fantastic for some women. So you want to, the maca also could be a nice supplement. So it's very important to go slow and just kind of bring it in softly and gently and see which one vibes for you. Ideally, you want to make sure that you are aware of your health and which one would be best for you, and usually that is done with a health professional or within a one-on-one coaching program with someone that is certified or knowledgeable, very knowledgeable when we add supplements. I'm also thinking of different vitamins, right? So as we age, we want to make sure that we have multivitamins, that we are adding calcium and magnesium. Did I mention magnesium? Yes. Vitamins, we're talking about vitamins B, C, D. We're talking about vitamin B5, very important. And am I leaving anything out? I don't think so. In general, those are the supplements that you want to go for. Now, like I've mentioned, it's a complete package. When you take care of your person, it will support you even in the most difficult and stressful times. Now, when you live through difficult and stressful times, right after, you want to take care of your hormonal system, and that's when you're going to give it some supplements for your adrenals. And also, if you have really taxed your adrenals in the past, you're going to want to bring support in with them as soon as possible. So, this being said, if you need support and want support, you can reach out to me. And I have a few different programs that are available for one-on-one, one of which is called the Vibing You program. I love the name. Don't you love the name, right? And then I have, of course, I have a do-it-yourself program. And I also have, right now, I've opened up the doors to my Healthy Goddess VIP Light Tribe. And this is, you get a little bit of both in here. And it is a community of soul-aligned women who want to make their health and their well-being and reclaim their personal power. They want to make this their main focus because it is now their time. So within this community, there are weekly meditations, healing, and activations, as well as recordings and lives about physical health. And then monthly, we also have what we call the Goddess Gab, where we talk and you can get Q&As answered and you can get your own specific coaching, and we do that together, and it's very rare in a group setting. So all that is happening all of October. So you have all of this month to take advantage, and if you subscribe to the Healthy Goddess VIP Light Tribe in October, you get 2 great gifts. The first gift is a meditation on cosmic activation of a goal plan. So when you set a goal, when you need to activate it and really set up your plan, it's a meditation to help you align with the energy of that goal that is already arrived in your life. The second gift is one entire free month if you sign up for 6 months in the Healthy Goddess VIP Light Tribe. So those are 2 gifts that I'm offering you for the entire month of October. So you have till the end of October, till Halloween, to register for that. So if you have questions on the membership or on one-on-one or on other programs, just reach out to me. I'm super easy to find, and it'll be my pleasure to either send along the link or to answer your questions. And if you need help to get clear on what your next best step is and what to do, if you're feeling a little bit lost and this is a lot of information and there's other things that are in front of you and you don't know how to do it all on your own, you don't need to. You can book a Goddess Clarity call. We'll chat, we'll see where you're at and what you need, and we'll set you up with whatever it is that resonates with you. So there you have it, goddesses. I hope you've enjoyed this information session and all these tidbits and this empowering time to really take care of your hormonal system and your adrenals. And I can't wait to hear from you. And I am going to wish you a beautiful and powerful month of October. And I will see you very soon. Bye for now.